Howdy gang, Trailblades Tim here. Today we are out in the woods. It's a beautiful day towards the end of September 2020. We're going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to show you how to make a pyramid tarp shelter, cold weather shelter. Even though it's hot down here, cool weather's on its way. So let's go. So we're going to start with our trusty old Chill Gorilla 10 by 10 tarp. Take it out of the bag and we'll lay it on the ground. Alright, now that we've got our tarp set out over here, kind of squared off and everything, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stake and I'm going to stake off that back corner over there, and on the same side I'm going to pull this tight and we're going to put another stake right there. So the next step we're up here in front where we want the door to be. I'm going to take the front corner as well as the other front corner, both of them together, and a little bit like that. We're going to get all that tightness in there. Take one stake. And put one stake down through both the fronts. Alright, see what we're working with here? I've got 3 sides staked down on my 10 by 10 Chill Gorilla Rainfly tarp. Most people at this time would reach in towards the front where the door is, and I'll show you that, and prop a stick or a pole up in the middle to support it. But I'm going to do something else. Jig twine. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to tie off on this tree right here. Just a simple knot. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Something like that. I'm going to take this roll of juke twine, I'm going to walk over to that tree, cut the length. Alright, if you look close, I've got a middle loop on my tarp. See that? We're going to take that juke twine and I'm going to put it through there, all the way through, just like that. We'll take the end of our juke twine and we're going to take and pull that thing up nice and tight like that, tie it off to this tree behind me. Bang! The pyramid tarp shelter. Good for cold weather and stuff. Right here is our door. See that? Let's take a walk inside and see how roomy it is. Look at this, fully enclosed. Yes, sir. Now at this point in time, if you wanted to, you could always stake off the rest of the sides and stuff like that to try to keep them down closer to the ground and stuff. But I'm fully enclosed here. Right up top here's where I could have put a stand pole or a stick or something to support this. But this is something real quick, easy that you can put up in a pinch, and it creates a lot of warmth inside of here just from your breathing and stuff. That's why it's no good for us down here in Florida, because it's always hot. Not until it gets into the cooler months around January or February. But right here, if you were out in the woods in a cold environment, this is going to bring that temperature up quite a bit. Alright, so at this time, if I wanted to, I could take this end that's got the door and we can just bring it on over here. We can stake that thing off too and be fully enclosed. Well, there you have it. The pyramid cold weather tarp shelter. Like I said, down here in Florida, it doesn't really get that cold, but when it does, it gets down to maybe 40s, 30s sometimes, and it's for a short period of the year. But if you're up in a cold environment and stuff like that, you can't beat something like this. When you're inside of there, I guarantee you, for your body heat itself is going to raise that temperature up at least 10 to 15 degrees, and that's a lot on a cold night. Well, hey, that's all the time we got for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out and being part of the fun. Got any questions or comments, leave them down below and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a cold weather expert. I grew up in the north, but I was there as a kid. And so my blood is very thin. I'm acclimated to the hot weather. But we do get chilly nights from time to time down here, and this is a great way to stay warm. Of course, you're going to create a lot of condensation inside of there, so keep that in mind. Thanks so much for hanging out. Until next time, I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.